Hi, it's me. I'm Mario.
I'm Luigi.
We're super excited to teach you guys how to draw Super Mario. So here we go.
Here we go.
So here's everything you're going to need for this Super Mario Day. Black markers, of course. I have kind of a skin color Crayola here. Then I found these awesome washable watercolor pens, and they're so beautiful, vibrant, love it. Our watercolor set, my favorite, round brush, some water, some Bounty, and of course our watercolor paper. So let's do this. So we're gonna start with his little nose. That's my favorite part of the whole painting. So it's just a big round bubble. There you go. It looks just like a perfect backwards C. So let's start with that. Then we're gonna go here, get his little mustache. And then here we're gonna do an upside down rainbow. Okay, that's his mouth. And a little line here. I always say to my art kids, trust the process. It looks weird until you're done, so that's part of the process. And then we're gonna draw his little eye. Looks like a little seed. And then we're gonna copy that eye over here. Perfect. Now, let's do a little line here. Okay, side of his head. And now we're gonna do his chinny chin chin. So for the chin, we're gonna go from the mustache, loop around like that. Perfect. For his little ear, then we're gonna do a backward C for his earlobe. Now we're gonna connect from his ear all the way to the top of his head for his hat rim. Whee! And then loop around. Perfect. For his rim, you're gonna kind of follow that and go out like that. Now for the top, you wanna do kind of like a little mountain. There we go. And then my favorite part, M for Mario, M for Miss Monique. So it's a little circle and then the letter M. We'll go in with red marker later and make that pretty. And now we're gonna do a little square right underneath his chin, like that. Okay, now this version of Mario, I'm kind of making him like an emoji, so he's kind of round and plump and super cute. So we're going to do a big circle all the way around like that. Okay, then for his little belt buckles on his overalls, we're gonna match that there, like that. Go ahead and pause this whenever you need so you can follow along. Then we're gonna do his arm. So for his arm, it's one line here, across, and then it kind of goes in with a little circle. That's his little shoulder. So it goes out here, and then it gets smaller up at the top. For his hand, we're gonna do it like one big ball. So just do one big ball. So it's a perfect circle. Now we'll go in and do little details. So you can see he's got the top of his little glove. He has kind of like a piggy nose. And then here we're gonna draw the letter T to kind of make his fist flinch. The letter T right there. For his other arm, we're gonna connect from here up to the tip of his nose. Ready? Whee! There you go. Now we're gonna do another circle for his hand holding the brim of his hat. So we're gonna do a little line like that. Okay. And then the tip of his hand is holding his hat. I'm gonna color that in a little bit. Remember, there are no mistakes here. You guys are all super awesome. Now let's do his little boots. So for my little Mario, I'm doing him a little different. Like I said, I'm doing him all kind of like a little ball. So instead of having long legs, he's gonna have big marshmallow boots because I think it looks cute. There's one, he's running. And then here's the other one. We're gonna draw the bottom of his boot and the top. The only thing we're missing is a little line here that looks kind of like a half a moon. right going like that so you can see that he has the overalls on. Perfect. So now he needs a little bit of hair. I almost forgot that. Can't forget his hair. Here's his little sideburn. Looks like a W. And then we're going to connect from here to his shoulder for the back of his hair. And there we go. It's a Mario. Now I want to draw the little green tunnel. I have been playing Mario since I was a little kid. So I'm super excited to draw this. Everyone in my family likes Mario. Okay. So this we're going to paint green, and this is what, you know, the tunnel that he has to jump over to get his extra life here, a little marshmallow. So for the marshmallow, we're going to do a line across. Then we're going to do 2 lines down. 1 and 2. Perfect. Now we're going to do kind of like a little curve. Think of like a slightly curved rainbow. Connecting those 2 lines. Perfect. And for his marshmallow head, it's one big bubble. So it goes from one side, whee, to the other side. Then there's 3 dots. This big circle in the middle. Let's start with that one. Perfect. And then we're going to do 2 half moons. One on the left and one on the right. Then we just got his eyeballs, which also look kind of like a little piggy nose. Perfect. So the only thing that I'm going to color in with the Sharpie are the areas that I want black, and then the rest we're going to do our watercolor pens, and then the back sky I'm going to do a light blue watercolor. So this would be a mixed media, again, mixing markers, Sharpie, and watercolor. Watercolor is awesome if you want to color like big spaces. Like to color this entire background blue with marker would take you forever. So in my art class, I always do backgrounds with watercolor, and the kids love that because they can do sunsets, rainbows, any kind of time of day you want. It's easier to paint with watercolor. So I'm going to color in these little eyes. Oh, cutie eyes. So adorable, little mushroom. And I leave a little dot, white dot, because all the video game characters have that. My art kids call them cutie eyes. And then inside the hat is the shadow. This is black, so we're going to color that in black. What else we want to color in black? We're going to do a little shadow on his underbelly. So kind of outline that, you see that? There's double line, and we're going to fill that in with long strokes. And right here, there's another little shadow on his underarm. Okay, and that's really the only thing that we need black, so bye-bye, Sharpie. Now I'm going to color this in. I'm going to start with his skin. So go ahead and, you know, pause this color and come back. Perfect. Now we're going to get to use my brand new set. I'm so excited. I'll put a link here so you guys can buy this. I already did a couple paintings with this, and it's beautiful. So there's 2 sides. One to do sharp little details. This is my favorite side, brush side. Every artist loves the brush side. So this is a really beautiful red. What I like about the new Super Mario movie, of course I already saw on YouTube the preview for it, and they have like the characters just look so incredible with the shading. So kids, being a visual artist is a real job, and it is awesome. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't be an artist when you grow up, because being an artist is a super cool job, super important, and there would be no Super Mario movie without an artist. So I'm just doing red for his shirt, and you can see how beautiful and bright and starched that red is. It's just gorgeous. I'm going to match little mushroom head here with the same red. And then what I like about this set is it comes with 2 color reds, so we can do really nice shading. And we're going to go in and do shading at the end. But this brush really helps you get in all those little corners without skipping in the lines. So now I'm going to go in with this more fiery orange red they have, and the hard side. And I'm just going to do a little bit of shading here. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to get this deep blue for his overalls. And I'm going to use my favorite side, the brush side. All right, and we're back. You can see I colored in some details to speed things up along. Now we are going to shadow with this gray, the brush side. So to do some shadows here, we're going to do a little line here in the hand, in the white logo, and then here in the mushroom 1, 2, and 3. Gonna fix this a little bit. So this is a great little shadow maker, this light gray, for shading. We're gonna do it under his face, on this side, underneath his hat. Okay, a little bit here on the shoes, on the back of the shoe here. And then right here. And then right here under his arm. Now we're going to take these 3 greens and we're going to shade this tube. So first let's take the darker one on the brush side, and we're going to go and do long straight lines like this. And then I'm going to kind of go under here, and it's almost like painting, but with a marker. And when you lean it down kind of long and flat, that's how you shade. Perfect. Now I'm going to take the other color and go over that to give it a little bit of depth. Make a couple more little lines here. And then for the grass, let's take the brush side and we're gonna flick out like that to make some nice grass here. There we go, filling in all the white. Then for the last process is the beautiful sky. I'm gonna do a happy blue sky, kind of like the video game. So I'm gonna draw a couple clouds here, just like big marshmallows. Whee! Okay. And the rest, I'm just gonna watercolor in blue. Go ahead and pause the video so you can watercolor in all this. What I like is how the watercolor mixes with the marker. It actually bleeds in a little bit and looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna color this in and then come back with the finished product when I'm all done. And we're back. So here you can see how the sky looks. I'm gonna go ahead and add in a little bit of dark blue just here in the bottom to make it a tiny bit more 3D. And you're gonna see that with the watercolor that it kind of bleeds in with the marker, and that's okay. That's actually looks very cool. And there we go. Here you have it.